What the 4th of July, what it celebrates or what it's for?
You want me to?
It's independent.
Freedom.
You don't know?
You want me to answer that, or you want the kids to answer it?
What kids do you know? Does anybody know?
I know.
You know what it's for?
I know what it's
Okay,
for.
I got 6 of these, so there's one there.
Well, independence from what? Come on, you should
One for you, because you're going to join in too.
Independence from.
Okay, we can have one.
I mean, I know
It's a
it.
double
There you
thing.
go. This is
I
tough.
didn't learn about
Yeah.
4th of July.
Okay, keep them in order here, so don't.
That's great. You know, you got to love these government schools.
They didn't tell you what's done on the 4th
And
of
dude's
July.
going in
what it
dude's going in the
commemorates?
9th grade.
No.
You should know this stuff. I learned that
got-
stuff back in 7th grade.
I can't
Remember?
read this.
Not to mention I've learned.
You can. Well, you don't have to do very much on it. Here, let Britta have one.
I know you
can
don't,
have
but
one.
I'm sorry.
Each one
I
can have
sleep
one.
during class. I mean, did you ever? I know you have a course called
4th of
American
July
history.
is about the founding of our country.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Okay?
Right.
I
Why
didn't
didn't you
get
say
that
it then?
word.
What word?
I can't read a word.
Well,
did you say?
then we'll
not
have to
really.
make. You'll have to make it up as you go along. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, hush.
Okay.
Listen.
We take a few minutes to remember what the 4th of July is about and remind ourselves how fortunate we are to be Americans. Before America was a nation, it was a dream shared by many people from many nations over many generations. It began with the Pilgrims in 1620 who fled Europe so that they could be free to practice their religion. It continued through the 17th century as more and more people came to the place that we came to be known as the New World. In this new world, where you came from didn't matter. What mattered is where you were headed. As more and more people came, they started to see themselves not as Europeans, but as a new people in the new world, Americans. They felt blessed. The land was spacious. The opportunities were limitless. By 1776, a century and a half after the first Pilgrims landed, this new liberty-loving people was ready to create a new nation. And on July 4th of that year, they did just that. They pronounced themselves to be free of the rule of the English king. We know this statement as a Declaration of Independence. Okay, we're going to go in order here. Why don't we start with, we'll start with Miles. First one, the Q, okay?
Okay. Why do we celebrate the 4th of July?
Now, Hannah.
Because the 4th of July is the birthday of the American people. The day we choose to become the United States of America, a free nation.
Okay. Now, Jay, next question.
I lost track. Where?
Second question, second Q. Why?
What paper? Wrong paper? I don't even know where we are.
Okay, it would be second question here. Q.
Oh. Why is America different from all the other countries?
And where's Britta? Britta, here,
let me
you
help
read A.
Because in 1776, all countries were based on nationality, religion, ethnicity, or geography. But America was created on the basis of a set of ideas. This is still true today.
So the main point of that is we're not based on nationality or anything except we're the United States is a set of ideas. That's what binds us together, and this is still true today. Okay, now Kirsten, you read the next cue here.
What are those ideas?
Miles, you read the answer.
3 ideas summarize what America is all about. They are engraved on every American coin. They are liberty, in God we trust, and e
Pluribus unum.
Now this, if you look at any American coin,
Yep.
any American coin has that on there. It has
Yep.
liberty. Those are the essential values of America. They're liberty, in God we trust, and e pluribus unum. Those are the 3 prime values of America. And I think I've taught you that a long time ago, right? Or,
What is?
you remember that?
Tell them what E pluribus unum means.
Well, that's coming, so
Oh,
that'll come out later.
Okay.
Now we go to page 3 here. Now let's see. Anna, why don't you be reader number 1 here?
Okay. Liberty means that we are free to pursue our dreams and to go as far in life as hard work and good luck will take us.
See, that's not a European value. Freedom is not a European value. That is a the European value is equality. Remember from the French Revolution? I don't know if you remember, but they have equality is one of their founding, and you know you want to be a Frenchman. You don't want to.
No.
Okay, reader number 2. Okay, Jay, can you read number 2 there?
In God we trust means that America was founded on belief that our rights and liberties have been granted to us by the Creator. Therefore, they cannot be taken away by the people.
That was a very important part of our founding, which means, see, before rights came from kings, and what kings could give, they could take away. But when it's based on a creator, they can't be taken away. So that's it's inherent in our founding. Okay, let's see, who can be reader number 3 here? Miles, why don't you go back to you?
E pluribus unum is a Latin phrase meaning from it many one. Unlike other countries, America is composed of people of every religious,
racial,
ethnic, cultural, and national organ.
Out
of many people, we become one people. Yeah,
Americans. See, that's different than any other country. See, when people come here, and if you contribute, you're an American, no matter where you come from. If you're a contributor, and if you take on our values, remember E pluribus unum, liberty, and in God we trust. If you take on those values, you become an American. That's no other country in the world has that. We have at our table items that symbolize the Declaration of Independence and the Revolutionary War that won our freedom. Now, do you have cups out here? I got cups if you
cups.
don't. You got cups.
What is that?
Okay, why don't you get a cup here?
It's not the right.
Yeah, why don't you each get a cup?
What is it?
And this is just iced tea. Okay, we're all gonna take a little bit for you,
Not so much.
and for you, another one for you.
Not so much. Not so much.
One for Kevin.
There you go, Kevin. Oh, we all gonna participate in this. This is how you celebrate what this country is. Okay. We drink sweet iced tea to remember the Boston Tea Party. No taxation without representation was the Patriots' chant as they dumped British tea into Boston Harbor. Okay, we all drink sweet iced tea.
I was watching
Here's some salty pretzels. One for everybody. We eat a salty pretzel to remember the tears of the soldiers who suffered through the harsh winter at Valley Forge. Let's see, what happened to the bell here? I don't know.
A bell?
I got it. His timer. My timer.
it's in the house.
It's still in the house?
Besides on my house.
Could have got Dino's bell. Some salty pretzels.
These days it seems like you get taxation without good representation.
Mm-hmm.
Now we get taxation with representation.
With,
That's
well,
besides vote.
improper.
Okay.
Or progressively to the left.
We ring a bell. There you go. We'll get a better one next year.
Yes. Oh.
To recall the ringing of the Liberty Bell, which was rung to announce the surrender of the King's army. On the bell are inscribed these words from the book of Leviticus: proclaim liberty throughout all the land and unto all the inhabitants thereof. We eat strawberries and blueberries. Now each one of you can get a toothpick here. Keep track of your toothpick, so you can, because we'll have fruit later, and we have so many toothpicks. So So
We got him.
you got toothpicks? Get a toothpick.
Yeah. Alright.
This
Alright,
ain't
so
working.
Uh-oh.
you
Use
take
strawberries and blueberries dipped in whipped cream to celebrate the
Oh.
red, white, and blue of our flag, symbol of the United States of America.
you do that right.
Everybody's grabbing. Try.
Blueberries and strawberries.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, raspberry.
Yes,
never
those
eaten
are
raspberries.
raspberries. Close enough.
That's a raspberry.
See, no. There's strawberries inside.
I just got
Baby.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody get their
Yep.
blueberries and
Ras-
raspberries and whipped cream. We can finish that later.
this
Let's go on. I got more. Yeah, I got more of that. We celebrate America's greatness without denying its flaws. There are no perfect individuals, so there can certainly be no perfect country. Our national history has its share of shame. The greatest of these is the shame of slavery, which existed at our founding, as it existed throughout the world at that time. But let it never be forgotten that we fought a terrible civil war in which hundreds of thousands of Americans died. And the reason for that war was slavery. Let it also not be forgotten that America has fought more wars for the freedom of other peoples than any nation in history. America's history is one that we can be proud of. We now close with one more ritual. Let us each sign our names to the Declaration of Independence. While it is a replica of one of the one our founders signed, the words and sentiments are eternal. Okay, here's a copy of the Declaration of Independence. And right in here, the very important part. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So you can, this is kind of small, but you can read the rest later. And I did have a pen here somewhere. There it is. And you can each one sign this. Now, you got to remember that if you sign this, that the King of England can come and he can seize all your property, he can throw you in prison, or he can kill you and your family. So do you want to sign this?
He's not high.
Well, fortunately, that's not true anymore. But when the founders signed their name, when the founders signed their name to this document, they are all subject to that, and many of them were killed. Many of their family members were killed. They were put in prison, and their property was seized or destroyed.
Back
So
in
they-
England?
No.
Oh, you're talking here.
Here, yeah,
Yeah, they came.
the founders that signed the Declaration, when you see a copy of the Declaration of Independence, and you see those signatures on there, each one of those knew that they were going to be hunted down.
It's all from England. Huh?
And if they didn't win the war, or that the Declaration was challenged, and many of them were killed, and much of their property was seized. So step right up. I'll put you want me to put my name on there first?
Yep, you go first.
Okay. Wow. And I'm going to read it. You know, remember, have you ever seen a copy of the Declaration, or the Declaration of Independence? It's got one big signature on there.
Yep.
Do you know who that is?
John Hancock.
It's John Hancock.
Yeah, he was a backstabber.
And why do you suppose he signed it so big?
Because he's John Hancock.
He's a John.
He's John Hancock.
It's because he said it was because he wanted the King of England to be able to read it without his glasses.
Oh.
Nice.
That's why you see that one big signature on the Declaration of Independence. I don't have the real copy of the real one. But I'll sign my name first, and I'll sign it big so the King of England could read this without his glasses. And
One of those guys has been mad.
oh, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I was listening somewhere.
Okay, who's
when one of
next?
them- The
That's
chunk
it.
of-
I'm going around this way.
Okay, you can do it. You can do it, Britta, next.
That's true, Chris.
You can do it. I did mine in cursive.
Yep.
I'm not doing mine.
Turn coat.
What's your last name?
Right off.
Oh, that's my last name.
Okay, now it's
What I read.
Oh, don't put your last.
Yeah, on Glenn Beck's show, you always say that about inalienable rights and God creator or whatever.
that's
He's got on his radio show and his TV show. But his TV show's done now, and now he's got a
I'm going to get my camera so I can take a picture of it.
Which one is mine?
I'm gonna have worse handwriting.
Wait, is this yours?
No.
I think yours is bigger than his.
First we got Chris Dark.
Yeah, is this yours?
Yes.
Alright, this one.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
No, it's not.
Chew this up.
I think it's just the pen.
Next.
Dad, you gonna sign it?
Yeah, where's my pen?
I'll sign first.
No, is it? No. No, it's probably Bill of Rights. One of them had the thing where you can bear arms and stuff. That's the
Oh, that's yeah, that's the Constitution.
Constitution.
See, this is what got us our declaration of being another country, and then the Constitution came later as how we were governed. So it wasn't quite the same. So everybody signed?
Yep.
I think everybody. I was the last one.
Okay, now we're all going to sing "God Bless America."
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Everybody, I don't have the words on paper, but I think
I know
most
it.
people know it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, God bless
America,
land
that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the light from above,
from
the mountains to the prairies,
to the oceans, lake with foam.
God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do is take a picture.
Oh.
Alright.
All right,
And I
kids, take a
want
picture.
one of you to hold this up so I can get it in the picture, because I'm going to send it in. And
Set it in.
the guy who thought this up would like to see all the people who
Who was it?
did this.
Van?
Dennis Prager.
Oh,
What am I
Prager,
supposed to do?
okay.
Sweet.
That's what I supposed to
I know, Dennis
My,
Prager.
my guru. I'm going to have to get back
I
to
thought
it.
Rush was your guru.
No. Dennis
No.
Prager is my
Oh,
guru.
okay. That was the Russians.
Yeah.
I just listen to Rush about every day.
I think I'll turn
Him, Glenn, and
the flash
Andy.
on. 'Cause
Problem is,
that
the amp
sun
is not
thing.
coming well in my building.
Okay, here we go.
My
Beautiful. You all look
Excellent.
lovely. Okay, now we can eat.
when I work, AM radio is not coming well in my building I work in, so FM does.
Yeah.
101.